Alright, let's jump right in. Today we're going on a quest to explore how artificial intelligence is basically rewriting the entire playbook for academic research. It's turning what used to feel like an impossible climb into a pretty thrilling journey of discovery.
You know the feeling, right? That sense of just being completely buried under an avalanche of research papers, staring at data that doesn't make sense, all while the clock is ticking on your deadlines. It's a struggle pretty much every researcher goes through.
But what if you had a secret weapon? A whole new set of tools to help you navigate all that? Well, you do. The entire world of research is changing right now, and AI is right at the center of it. So let's crack open this new AI toolkit and see how you can seriously upgrade your entire workflow.
So first up, let's just get a sense of how massive this change really is. We're not just talking about a few handy apps here. This is a total revolution in how we find and create knowledge. And let's be super clear about one thing. The point here is not to replace you, the researcher. No way. It's to give you superpowers. Think of AI as your assistant that handles all the boring, tedious stuff, which frees up your most important asset, your brain power, so you can actually think, ask big questions, and create.
Okay, so let the quest begin. And like any good quest, we're starting right at the beginning. That hunt for a great idea, that little spark that kicks the whole thing off.
I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Sometimes you get that flash of inspiration, but other times you need a map. You need a little help just to see what's out there so you can find a question nobody else is asking.
This is where you fire up your AI idea engine. You can go to a tool like Gemini and literally just ask, what are the new emerging trends in climate resilience research? And boom, you get a bunch of new paths to explore. Then you can use something like Perplexity or SciSpace to dig deeper. And tools like Semantic Scholar can even show you how all the key papers are connected.
Okay, so you've done it. You've gathered a whole bunch of articles. But now you're facing the next boss battle, trying to make sense of this mountain of knowledge and actually connect all the dots. Just look at this comparison. The shift is it's night and day. The old way? Reading every single word. Hours, maybe days per paper. The AI way? You drop a PDF into a tool like NotebookLM or ChatPDF and you just ask it questions. What are the key takeaways? What methods did they use? You get answers in minutes, not hours. It's a total game changer.
Now this turns what is probably the most painful part of research into a clear step-by-step process. With a tool like Elicit, you're not just getting a list of links. You feed it your main question, and the AI comes back with an actual synthesized story. It shows you who agrees with who, what the main arguments are. You start with a draft, not a terrifyingly blank page.
Okay, honest moment. For a lot of people, the second you mention statistical analysis, the anxiety just shoots through the roof. I mean, what if you're not an expert with all that complex software?
Well, guess what? You don't have to be anymore. Seriously. With tools like Julius AI or even Claude, you can just upload your data and ask it in plain English, hey, can you run a t-test on this for me and tell me what it means? It completely opens up data analysis to everyone, no stats degree required. All right, let's take stock. We've got our idea, we've wrestled the literature review to the ground, we've even crunched the numbers. Now for the final leg of the journey, turning all that work into a sharp, convincing, and polished paper.
And we are talking way beyond just simple spell check here. These AI writing assistants, like Writeful or the pro versions of Grammarly, are specifically trained on academic papers. They don't just fix your grammar, they help you nail that precise, professional, and credible academic tone.
And the real magic is how they automate all the tedious mechanics. You know, the stuff that drains your brain power. Need a better way to phrase a sentence? Quillbot gives you options. Absolutely dreading building that bibliography? Zotero or Mendeley does it for you, flawlessly. You can even generate incredible charts from your data with tools like Tableau. It just handles the grunt work.
Okay, so let's zoom all the way out. We've looked at all these incredible tools for each specific step of the research process. But what if you could manage the entire project from one single, smart command center?
And that brings us to this idea of a research co-pilot. It's basically an AI project manager for your research. An integrated system that keeps track of every task, every source, every deadline, every team member's note, so you can just focus on the actual research.
A perfect example of this is Notion AI. You can literally build a custom dashboard for your entire project. It becomes the central hub. You can create task lists, track your progress, store your notes, and even have the AI help you stay on track. It's an absolute lifesaver for complex projects.
And that really brings us to the most powerful idea of all. When AI handles the process, the searching, the summarizing, the formatting, the organizing, it frees up our brain. It gives us the time and the mental energy to ask bigger, bolder, more creative questions. So the real promise of AI isn't just about doing research faster, it's about doing better research. And the only question left is, what great new questions will you be free to ask?